What's up, my friend? Welcome back to another video. And today I just wanted to share a quick highlight of my favorite French horn library to date and how it just got even better. So in case you're unaware, I recently did a review of this library called Legacy Horn by Maxime, and he runs Stream Tech Music, which is a wonderful independent sample library company, and he's focused a lot on different instruments, including the violin and the organ. But I personally find that this French horn library is his best to date. And with this recent update, the 1.2 update, the biggest improvement here is the legato. So one of my biggest notes in my first review was how in some of the lower dynamic layers, the legato transitions would jump out a little bit, and so they would kind of be a bit abrupt in terms of the transitions. And so now with this 1.2 update, Maxime has gone back and listened to every single legato sample, and he's done a lot of reworking under the hood just to make sure the legato transitions are as seamless as possible. Now, he does say to still think about playing quietly when you're trying to activate those quiet legato transitions, because the velocity, like the pressure at which you play your keys, will also influence the legato in some way. I believe it's the volume as well. So let me just play this a little bit and see if we can hear the improvements in the legato here. Right. So much better. Very, very smooth. And I think like in the very, very lowest dynamics, like the very, very bottom of the mod wheel, the pianissimo, there are a couple notes where I transitioned to the following note and the legato came up just a little high, but it's mild. It's like night and day in terms of the improvements made to the volume adjustments there, the volume smoothing. So in case you're unaware, the 1.2 update for this library is currently out, and the legato was the main focus. I think there were a couple of other updates in terms of the tempo syncing and how some notes wouldn't speak or something like that. But if you want to check out, the rest of this library, definitely take a look at my first review on the channel. But yeah, I think for me personally, in terms of the workhorse articulations, this library basically covers all the necessary ones. You get trills, you get flutters. I guess the other thing would be like runs and like maybe some rips and stuff. That could be also really cool. Actually, no, I think that's included in here too. Yeah, falls and rips and shakes. Yeah, okay. So Mexi has included a bunch of that. But like for me, the workhorse articulation I technically usually go with all the time is legato. And I feel like this library in particular has a very filmic sound to it. It has I think it's recorded relatively close, but it's also in a hall where you can hear the resonance, the instrument sound bouncing off the walls. The reverb there is very natural. And of course, you can always dial in or increase the reverb as you want. But yeah, you can select whatever preset you like here in the back end. But again, if you want to check out the other articulations, I would recommend watching the first video. I just wanted to share the improvements with the legato here. And for me, this is much more likely now going to become my workhorse French horn legato library. In terms of other ones I use on a regular basis, CSB, like Cinematic Studio Brass, their solo horn is beautiful. It does have a darker sound though, and not quite as upfront. So if I want a really soloistic sounding horn, I'm probably going with this one. And the other one I usually use a lot is the Cinebrass Core solo horn. The only thing about this one is that the sound is even more upfront. So it actually sounds a lot like a solo. And if you wanted to play more of an ensemble context, I find it a little more difficult to have it blend in. And the other thing, it's also recorded with just the one legato, the one dynamic layer, which is about a piano. I think Cedar Brass Pro also has a solo horn. Here you can see horn, solo, true legato pro. They have more dynamic layers there. But this legacy horn actually feels like a well-rounded library where it can cover all the different bases for solo horn for traditional purposes. So big thanks to Maxime for the update. Really appreciate it, man. And I look forward to your libraries in the future. And of course, if you want to check it out for yourself, you can grab it down below in the description or in the comments below. I'll link to the library there as well. And of course, if you use that link, then you can support the channel in the process, which helps me make more videos like these. And of course, it's greatly appreciated, even though there's no obligation whatsoever to do so. But I really appreciate it. Thank you again, and I'll catch you in the next video. See you very soon. Take care.